A very warm welcome to all of you in this daily live morning meditation session with me, Dhyanse. 30 minutes today and every day. If you meditate along with me and go on this journey towards spirituality, there is a lot to gain along the way: inner peace, silence, harmony, tranquility, centeredness, happiness. All these things are along this journey of spirituality. So please make some time out of your life to go along with this flow, inspire yourself to sit in meditation, learn something new, and take this back to your life. Currently, we are in the series. We're going through 7 points mind training of Atisha, and we are somewhere in the middle, in the very heart of Atisha's teachings of mind training, where he's saying that what you learn out of meditation is not only for meditation, it's not only for the practice of meditation, but also it has to become a part of your life. It has to become not only a part of your life, but such deep penetration of this into your life that even at the time of your death, this is what remains. The strengths, the 5 core strengths which Atisha is talking about in this particular point number 4, that becomes not only a part of the life, but also a part of the practice to enter death at the point when life is about to end. In Buddhism, there is a culture, there is a tradition to also prepare for death. That is why when Atisha is talking about what these 5 strengths are that are coming out of meditation, he's also taking them as far as to the process of preparing for death. We don't have to go that far. We remain in today. We remain in what this means for our life and see how these 5 strengths which we learn out of meditation, which arise out of meditation, become a part of our life. These 5 strengths are truth, silence, awareness, love, and energy. Yesterday, I spoke about truth. Today is all about silence. In fact, not just today. These sessions, everything is about silence. In fact, the whole of existence is always silent. Always silent. Have you ever noticed that actually everything is silent? We perceive the noise, we perceive the opposite of silence, but everything is silent in existence, in nature. If you see the movement of a tree, it's silent. It's silently moving. The movement of the opening of a flower, it's silently opening. The movement of the earth, revolving and rotating, and all the movements in the cosmos, they're all in silence. The whole universe is in silence. What happened to us? Where did we fall out of this silence and fell into a place which is all restless, which is all filled with misery? We must return to silence. For that, we need to be silent first and then become the silence. It's a 2-step journey, which is to become. So first of all, to be silent first, to come out of where we have fallen to becoming silent, and then to becoming the silence itself, which is our true nature, which is the nature of this entire existence. When you are hearing me right now, when you are seeing me right now, in this seeing, in this hearing, you can also not only see the movement, you can not only hear the voice, but you can also hear the silence. You can also see the stillness, see the silence. And not only in meditation, in sessions with me, but all along your life, when you have the eyes of a meditator, when you have the ears of a meditator, when you have the heart of a meditator, you see silence everywhere. You see in not only the movement, not only in the stillness, but everywhere. In all aspects of your life, you see that everything is in its intrinsic nature silent. It's only our mind which is the turbulence. It's only our mind which is making us see, feel, hear, and all the sensations away from how the nature of things are, which is silence. And meditation is the journey back to silence, back to being silent, and back to becoming the silence. The drop falling back into the ocean, becoming the ocean, coming back home. That is what meditation is all about. In today's session, we are going to practice Om chanting mantra, which is to allow all this inner chatter, inner noise that we have all gathered all throughout our lives, to put a silence on it, to make it out of the way, to put it out of the way, so that we can be once again be one with silence, be one with existence. The way we are going to practice Om chanting for today's session is we will do this in 3 rounds. Each round of 7 times we will chant Om. With every breath we will have one long chant of Om, and in this chant, in the reverberations of this chant, in the vibrations of this chant, we let go of all these fragments of noises that are there in our head, which we call as inner chatter. All the impressions, all the sounds, all the images, all the fragments and contents of our mind, we will let them dissolve, melt, disappear in the sound, in the reverberation of these primary sounds of Om, A, U, Ma, and we'll experience the silence that is created afterwards. So we'll do this in 3 rounds. The first round of 7 times chanting Om, then a break of silence. In this break of silence, feel the silence, be one with the silence, dive deep in the silence. Then we'll do the second round of 7 Om chants to go further, even deeper within us, and take a pause, be silent, be one with silence, be one with existence. And then the last round of 7 rounds of Om chanting, and we'll sit in silence once again, as deep as we can, let go of everything that is there for a few moments for this meditation session. With that, I invite you to close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale from the nose and chant Om out loud. Om. Be aware of the silence. The vibrations of Om penetrating your inner space, your depths, allowing you to be still, to be silent. Second round. Oh. Once again, awareness and silence. And as we do the third round, put in all your energy, all the contents of your mind, let them burn, all impressions, all karmas in the sound of Om. And stay silent. Be silent. Be the silence, one with existence. See that when your inner space is silent, the outer is also silent. Stay in this stillness, in this silence. Let your awareness rise, expand, while you stay rooted in your being, which is absolutely silent. Bring your awareness to your senses. As you re-energize your senses, remain rooted in silence. Awareness in front of your closed eyes. And very gently and slowly open your eyes, maintaining this inner centeredness, silence, and awareness of the inside and the outside. The awareness which is all present, the awareness which is always in the background, but now is in the foreground. Take this awareness, this centeredness, this silence to your day, and I'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Central European Time. Namaste.